Hello YouTube! So have y'all seen the latest 2.4 PTR Patch Notes? So if you haven't, you can click on the link which I'll be posting up on the description. So before they release the new patch 2.4, I just would like to discuss a bit on my final gear, or more like near completion of my Demon Hunter gear. So yeah, my Demon Hunter is basically based on the Unhallowed essence. So yeah, let's go through it one by one. I'll go through the armor set first before I go to the skill, or else it doesn't make sense. Let's see, for the helmet, is actually I have all 6 parts of the Unhallowed essence on me because I do not want to waste any slot on my Kanai skill, which I will touch on later. So just take a look. Helmet socket with diamond, which reduces cooldown. It doesn't really affect much since the rest of the gem doesn't really help as much. You can swap the diamond for the one that increases life if you think that you can't survive properly. Yeah, so either way is still okay. So, I prioritize critical hit chance and critical hit damage for all my items. So as you can see, I reroll it for critical hit chance of 5.5%. Of course I can just keep rerolling until 6, but I will just keep it at this for now. Next up, I managed to get an Asian body armor set for this part. And yeah, basically I can't do much to reroll the stats, so I just reroll increased hatred regeneration. Next up, the shoulder. Similarly, I can't reroll much, so I just stick with a reduced cooldown for skills. And Asian gloves for it. So I try to keep it with max critical hit damage and critical hit chance. If I'm not wrong, it can go up to 10% for critical hit chance. Yeah, but mine was just a set 8.5, and I managed to get 49% on the hit damage. And the pants, just dexterity, nothing much. Not sure if I can reroll it to anything else. Next, for boots, if possible, it would be good to have movement speed on this, as Demon Hunter really focus a lot on movement speeds. But I decided to stick with multi-shot damage as well because of my skills build, which I'll touch on later. As for the ring, of course, it will be the focus and restrain combo, which is a must for Demon Hunter. And try to go for critical hit chance and critical hit damage again, as I believe these are the more important stats that I need. Sadly for this one, I don't have any critical hit damage, which I'll try to get one more restraint so I can roll it. I do not need life per hit actually. Next, for amulet, I managed to get this, which is quite badass. Critical hit chance 9% with a critical hit damage 93%. And for the passive skill, I managed to get one that I needed, which is the ballistics passive, which I'll touch on a bit later. Next up, the belt. I wanted the one with attack speed, but actually there's quite a number of belt that works as well, which you can change to your liking, but I like it with attack speed. So yeah, I managed to get one that's with 7% attack speed, which really increased this damage return here just to look nicer. Next up, for braces, I got the Reps of Clarity, just for a little bit of defensive equipment. Yeah, it maximum goes up to 35% if I'm not wrong, which helps a lot if you want to survive. So basically this will be forever up, since you will be forever using your skills. Next up, the Quiver. I managed to get this Dead Man Legacy, which which lets multi-shots hits enemy below 51% health twice. Yeah, as you can see, I managed to get a perfect attack speed and critical hit chance one, so this is really a good piece. Next up, I have Young's Recurve, which also boosts multi-shots. Multi-shot attacks 50% faster. As you can see, before, let's say if I have this without the 50% attack speed, it will shoot like this. So this is roughly the speed, but with this instead, this is my speed. So you can see the result is quite significant. Okay, anyway, so for the Unhallowed Essence set, you mainly focus on your multi-shot. So as you can see, the 6-piece bonus, your generator and multi-shot deal 50% increased damage for every point of discipline you have. So, oh yeah, one more thing that I forgot to mention is you like to have try to have max plus 12 maximum discipline on your body part like this, which I have only 11. Your plus 12 on your bow and plus 12 on your quiver. There's some ring which lets you have plus 12 as well, which I don't really have them now. But with this, I have already 36 discipline more. So with 36 discipline more is like 36 times 15, so that's how a lot of damage just from having maximum discipline. Yeah, but do take note that the bonus increases for every point of discipline you have currently. So let's say if I spam discipline, like when it gets lower, my damage will be lower as well, if I'm not wrong. You might want to leave in the comment section if I say this correctly or not. Yep. Next up, I won't go through the Paragon because you can just max it up easily, so I won't touch on this. Okay, so let's take a look at the build. For the build, first one, as usual, the Evasive Fire Focus, which lets you gains back your hatred, which you really need this, because with multi-shots you can really consume a lot of mana. But luckily, because of my bow, which also reduces 46% resource cost, it really helps me a lot by letting me spam like mad. Yep. Next up, multi-shot Arsenal is standard, the standard for Unhallowed Essence. I'm not sure if we can play with other pieces, but I decided to stick with this. This because of the rocket as well. Then next, Vengeance. I'm using this rule which gains 10 hatred per second. Yeah, basically when I run out of hatred, or most of the time I'll just spam this Vengeance. Yeah, although it has a long cooldown, I'll touch on why I'm spamming all the skills instead of keeping it for special moments. Next, this a lot of people chooses Vault instead to jump away, but I myself prefer Smoke Screen because it allows me to stand inside all the enemies without taking damage for 1 second, and it has around 1 second cooldown. So basically, every 2 seconds you get a 1 second invulnerability. It consumes quite 14 discipline, not a lot, I would say. Next up, Preparation. The main thing for this isn't to restore discipline, but because of this, the permanently increase your maximum discipline by 15. So if you remember correctly, just now when we are talking about the 6-piece bonus, you get a 15% increase damage for every point of discipline you have. So yep, this thing increases your discipline as well. So yeah, the main thing is for the discipline. But of course, once you maybe, let's say if I keep doing Smoke Screen, and when my discipline fall until a certain level, I would like to use my Preparation to quickly restore it like this. Yeah, so I can still get back my maximum damage even after spamming Smoke Screen. Next up, your Companion. Wolf Companion is standard for damage, the rest is quite useless actually. So most of the time you just stick with this Wolf Companion. For passive, I go for the standard Awareness to prevent you from dying once. For this actually you can switch around because I have no idea what to do. It's either Night Stalker or Archery, depending on which one you prefer. This one lets you have better hatred regeneration. This one just increases your damage to make your damage look nicer. I'm not sure if going for Leech will be good, but yeah, I just like having damage without any survivability. And Steady Aim, as long as there's no enemy within 10 yards, all damage increased by 20%. So why did I choose this? It's because one of the set bonus from this Unhallowed Essence, it increases 20% damage for 4 seconds if there's no enemy within 10 yards. So regardless of this passive, you still want to stay far from your the monsters. So yeah, since you already want that bonus from the armor, might as well just use it as a passive as well. So basically a 40% increase in damage. So lastly, Ambush. So yeah, this quite standard as well for the extra 40% damage. So let's say if you're far away from your opponent and it's your first hit, you'll basically get 20% here, 20% on the normal set, and 40% here. So it's straight away a 80% boost in damage. So the last passive I have is ballistic, I think. Yeah, basically what this passive do is increases your rocket damage, which you will be spamming a lot. Yeah, so you really depend on the rocket damage for this one. Yeah. Next up, I will show you the Canise Cube, what they are cubing for Canise Cube. Firstly, Calamity, which enemies you hit become marked for death, which basically takes another extra 30%, I think. 20%, yeah, additional 20% damage once you hit it. But I was switching around with this and this. I'll switch to this if I'm helping a friend to clear mods quick, because the first hit will just crit and clear everything, so I don't need for this. So let's say if I'm running a T8 or T7, I'll most probably equip this instead. Next up, Cinder Coat reduces resource cost of fire skill by 30%. This one is mainly for your multi-shots because it's fire as well, and it reduces the resource cost by a lot. So that's why I'm wondering if see the cost is 25 hatred, but I only have 125 hatred, but I can spend more than 5 times. And let's say if I activate Vengeance, I can even spam it faster because it regens quite fast. So that's the reason why I'm using this weird Cinder Coat instead of other things that provide any offensive bonus. Lastly, for the ring, there's actually a lot of choice on this. I chose this because I would like to spam my Vengeance. So later I'll do a short demo how this thing benefits, how Vengeance benefit from this ring. But some people like this as well because of 200% increase in damage. But because of the rotation, that's why I don't really like this. So I choose back this. Alright, so basically that's all for the build, and let's take a look on how it works. This is a T10 Torment 10, and I'll just do a normal riff just to show you guys how I play with this. Alright, so what I normally do, you have to run away from all the monsters. It's actually pretty hard to play at the same time. Yeah, because of the bonus, I'll always try to stand far from the monster. You always try to do a left click first for your primary attack and to mark it and to activate your focus and restrain. And yeah, it's really hard. It's my first time talking and playing at the same time. But most of the time I'll just right click and just let it hit without activating the focus and restrain. But sometimes I just quite too lazy to do this. Right, so for me, I'll keep spending smoke screen to run around to prevent myself from dying, like what I didn't do just now. And as you can see, even though I just activate Vengeance just now, its cooldown is already done. So yeah, when I'm fighting the next group of mod, you take note of the skill sets, these two skills below. It will refresh it like quite fast. See, now I spam it, and as long as there's mod all around the place, I can really let it cool down fast, like shorten its cooldown by a lot. Like, although it says like 90 seconds here, but because of that ring, it reduces quite a lot, and I can spam. As you can see, my companion already cooldown has already been off cooldown. And yeah, so basically that's one reason why I like. But of course, it's up to your personal preference. You can always choose a convention to have a 200% increase in damage. Yeah, so basically this is this is my build for my Demon Hunter. So maybe you'd like to leave in the comment section on what do you think about this build, and yeah, maybe you can share some of your views, or if you play Demon Hunter as well, like is there any skills that you think that I should replace, or why is Vault is better than Smoke Screen. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and if you'd like to add me up, my name will be provided on the bottom right of the screen. You can add me up. I'm playing in the American server. And if you like to watch more of such videos, do subscribe to my channel. It's a brand new channel, but hope everyone will subscribe and support. Alright, thank you.